So here we have a modern stained glass window. It's only about 5 years old. When we redid the church in 2018, we did the two porches and did a magnificent job of them. And we decided we'd put in two windows. The other porch has a window with an anchor in it because this church is an anchor shaped church. And here we decided we would put in a chalice, as you can see, a chalice, which is used at Mass, where the wine goes into the chalice, and at the consecration it becomes the blood of Jesus. And we chose that because every church is where Mass celebrated. The most usual thing that happens in here is the Mass. Masses on Sundays, at the weekends, on weekdays, Masses for weddings, Masses for funerals, for First Communion, for confirmation, and for all kinds of other things. So the Mass is the very center of the life of the church. Now, this is a beautiful window done by a lady that we got to do it 5 years ago. Absolutely beautiful. When we turn on the light in the porch behind it, it lights up, and it is really beautiful. And it's nice to think that stained glass artists are still available to do these kind of things. So the Mass is so precious to us as Christians, where Jesus dies all over again. We represent his death and resurrection. And the Mass draws us together as a community. So if you think of this church, 150 years old, the Mass has been celebrated here for that length of time. And you can think of all the Masses that have been said here over the years. Sometimes there would be two Masses on a particular day, maybe three. And people come here to Mass, and they come in this door and they sit here and they pray. And these symbols that we have in the stained glass windows are going to bring to mind certain aspects of our faith. The precious blood of Jesus, the fact that he died, and he said, "Take this, all of you, and drink from it. This is the chalice of my blood, the blood of the new and everlasting covenant, which will be shed for you and for all, for the forgiveness of sins." And at the end of saying that, he said, "Do this in memory of me." So that's what we have been doing ever since Jesus died over 2,000 years ago. We have been doing all that in memory of him. And we've been using the bread and the wine and the paten and the chalice. We've been using all those, and we've been saying Mass here for years and years and years. So the Mass is very special to us, and these windows remind us of how special all these things are. So we thank God that the stained glass, we can still have artists who will do stained glass windows for us and make our church beautiful, because part of a church is to be beautiful, because it's a reflection of God, the beauty of God himself and of heaven. And when we're in a church at Mass, we're being brought into the beauty of heaven. That's why we try and have our churches as beautiful as they can be. So we are glad that we can see this, and we'll do a video of the other window as well soon.